A little one.
Oh, what a beautiful little fish.
Nice.
Look at that.
There's spots on it. Pink.
Oh, that's going to be really good eating.
Yeah.
Today is Monday. There was quite a few people out at the weekend opening up their cottages. But being Monday, everybody's back at work and back in school. Storage container. Got a water pump. There's my pack raft. Only electric motors permitted on this lake. And he's charging his battery. If you follow this wire, by that, solar power. Canada geese, and they just happen to be flying northern direction, because north is over there. But a lot of geese are staying on this lake. Or actually, last night when I was sleeping in the hammock, a flock of about 12 geese landed in that little bay, and I heard them honking all night, but they're gone now. So my guess is it's just a stopover, a little bit of a holiday on their way further north, because there's been a lot of geese flying. This is how big it is. I guess this is the term, how the term tree hugger started. And there's another one here. Wow, this one's slightly bigger. I love the forest floor with all the pine needles. Look at them. Pine cone. Well, I'm going for a Monday morning hike. It's beautiful spring, all the dry leaves on the ground. Around here, it's mostly maple and oak. Lots of little acorns. The squirrels are busy eating away. Nice temperatures too, because it's like pre-bug season. I'm gonna guess in a week or so they're gonna get out. There's our outhouse over there. You could do number 2 in the trailers, but it's just the hassle of cleaning out the waste and stuff, so we use the outhouse. Deer sign. Here's what their tracks look like. This is an old one. It's not that fresh. And it's, the deer was walking over there. Yeah, deer, the hoof print is pretty well unmistakable. Now I came down there. There's another road there, a trail there, and this is a continuation. My concern is when I come back, I'll get confused with which trail I should be taking. So Just grab an old birch limb. Put it right there. I mean, I don't think I'd forget because the blowdown is right up there, but it's better safe than sorry. I mean, it doesn't really take that much to get, you know, confused in the woods. Well, let's stop and listen. At first you may think that's the wind going through the trees, but that's water flowing. And we are going downhill, so we're going to be crossing a creek or something. Well, here's the creek. Bet you if I followed it, it would go to a beaver pond or a lake. Oh, you get in the shade here beside the creek and the temperature drops significantly.
Not that easy when you're an old man getting down.
Really easy walking in this particular terrain, I think, because it's hardwood. It's like there's a carpet on the ground of dried leaves. The trees aren't too close. And the creek is just over there. Gotta watch I don't twist my ankles. This is absolute proof that moss grows on the north side of the tree. Look at the compass. North is facing me, this moss is facing me. And there's absolutely nothing on the other side of the tree. Well, I'm home. That was a good 2.5, 3 hour hike. Well, there's Joy over there snipping away, and I'm gonna see if this saw makes any difference, if it's easier or harder than snipping or with an axe. I think an axe would be the quickest. But when you've had a few beer, it's probably not the best thing. My fingers are sappy. Oh, does it ever smell good? It smells like turpentine.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Oh, I'm not as young as I used to be. Yeah, what I was just cutting was pretty well the limits of this Boreal 21. Take a look at the thickness. I had to go both sides and then the top. So 3 different cuts rather than just one to get through it. Now the water is still cold. Not as cold as it was 3 days ago when I first went in. I think then it was 54. But at that time it was going down to like 2 degrees at night. Last night it didn't go down past maybe 6, and it's like 24, 25 right now. So it's slowly starting to warm up, and with the warmer weather of course come the bugs. I got pine tar all over my hands, which probably isn't going to come off for a while. So that's pine tar with dirt rubbed on it. It's just like sticky, and it smells like turpentine, of course. This is so refreshing. Now, I'm in Quebec right now, but this is pretty well the same as much of Ontario. Looks the same. Land of lakes, land of fish, land of trees. We're so lucky being Canadians that we take this for granted. And here we're only an hour from Ottawa, and there's nobody else here. Of course it's during the week, but I mean, even when it's busy on this lake, it's an electric motor only, so you're not allowed proper motors or jet skis or all those noisy things. So it's always peaceful and quiet. Oh, let's see if I can get out. Remember, I'm almost 62. Time for a beer. So I didn't catch anything again, but Andre got a speckled trout. And you're saying a speckled is the same as a brook trout?
Yes. It's a little one.
Oh, what a beautiful little fish.
Nice.
Look at that.
There's spots on it. Pink.
Oh, that's going to be really good eating.
Yeah. A nice speckled.
I'm getting pissed off because I ain't catching anything. Such is life.
That's just...
Ooh, it's getting cold even though there's no wind. It's gonna go down to maybe 8 degrees tonight. Brr. It is nice and calm. Water's fairly cold. It's all right to stand in, but I wouldn't like to swim in it. If you don't want to get wet feet, you shouldn't be doing things outdoors. My socks and boots are quick dry anyway. This is the kind of place you'd expect to see moose early in the morning. You know, I'm walking south. There's a road up ahead that runs east-west. I'm not quite sure how far away it is. I'm gonna guess only 300 meters. So, now it isn't well used, at least this time of day, midweek. But even if a car went by, while I'm walking, I wouldn't hear it because of crunch, crunch of the leaves. That's why I try to stop if I ever hear anything that
sounds like it could be a car or something. It's just, I know I'm going in the right direction, but it's always a good reinforcement to, to know for sure you're going in the right direction. I know if I just keep heading south, sooner or later I'm going to hit that road. But I'm just not quite sure how far away it is, because I came in a couple kilometers over there and went way down and did a big loop. I'm back up now, so I was on some trails and I kind of lost them, at least going in the direction I want to. There's a lot of squirrels and chipmunks around here, and every once in a while I seem to be on another trail. It's kind of hard. The only way you can kind of figure it's a trail is just because of the distance between trees. This sort of looks like it's a trail. Now, even though I want to generally go in that direction, it's always easier walking on a trail. You kind of know it goes somewhere. Doesn't look like anybody's been on this trail this season. Well, that snuck up on me. My brother-in-law was telling me this was being graded. This road was being graded yesterday. And it looks like they're going to be putting some piping in, because the road probably down there gets a bit flooded. But this may not be, this may be an access road to the road I'm thinking it could be out there a bit, because no cars have been down here. Yeah, I see a fence. As I suspected. See, I always knew I trended in a southerly direction, I would hit this west-east road. You know, the question is just how long will it take? So it's always good to know the roads that are around. And of course, I have a compass. I just used the compass today for reference, but I would suspect, I think south that way. I'd pull out the compass and I was always close. Well, if this is the road I think it is, I didn't realize it ends right here, with one last house there.
I'm gonna go sit in the hammock, since I haven't sat in the hammock yet.
Okay.
So, how's it doing? How's it going?
I've read all of the box, but I ran out of reading the other day, and I said, okay, what? I just looked down and I saw one that said it hadn't been read.
Boy, it's so much easier to cut through one of these things than a bass.
Yes, sir.
And Rod did a really good job sharpening this knife. Rod's a good guy, if I don't say so myself. What do you want me to do with the guts? Chuck them in the lake or in the fire?
We'll fire them.
Okay.
You can cut that bag too, eh? Lengthwise, like the blood bag,
Okay.
if you want. Really annoying.
Ready for the fry pan. That would maybe make a soup.
I find that like a bit long.
The solar panel is charging the battery for the trailer. It needed topping up. Usually Andre uses that solar panel to charge his battery that runs his Minn Kota electric motor for fishing. And I am cooking here, boiling an artichoke. Oh, that's going to be so good in about half an hour. That's a heavy log, probably 150 pounds. Minimum. Wow. The only way to do that by hand would be a sledgehammer and a wedge, and it would take forever. This is what we did today.
It's a little cool, but it's...
The water's 68 right now. When I went a few days ago, it was 55.
So that would be about 18
Yeah.
Celsius.
And like a few days ago, it was in and out. No dawdling, but now you can dawdle. Now I think I'll go.
It's gone up 10 degrees since you went in.
There's a thermocline. About 10 feet down, it goes colder. Oh, this is nice at the top.